Good morning, guys. Welcome to Poetry Corner. And now we're going back to our new story, which is called The Season of Polite Longing, Chapter 3. And this story is called The Gentleman Who Noticed Too Much. So let's read on, guys. If you're following this story, if I was you, I'd go back to Chapter 1 so you can understand this one. So here we go, guys. This is Chapter 3. It was during the breakfast that Eleanor first became certain Mr. Fairchild's noticed more than he was considered polite. Not in any manner that could be named improper. Indeed, his conduct was beyond reproach. But in the way his attention lingered briefly, precisely on details, others passed by without remark. He noticed when Eleanor's preferred tea without sugar. He noticed when she read the newspaper before touching her toast. He noticed when she folded her napkin twice instead of once, as though reserving something for later. None of this was acknowledged aloud, yet Eleanor felt unmistakably observed. They sat at opposite ends of the long dining table. Aunt Agatha between them engaged in a monologue regarding the deficiency of modern servants. Mr. Fairchild responded at appropriate intervals, his tone respectful, his gaze lowered. Eleanor, meanwhile, listened only in parts. She was aware of a moment Mr. Fairchild glanced up, just long enough to register the slight crease of concentration between her brows as she read. "You follow the markets?" he said quietly. Eleanor looked up. "I'm sorry?" "The financial column," he clarified, nodding towards the paper. "Most people turn first to society news." Aunt Agatha sniffed. "A dreadful habit she's developed, entirely unnecessary." "I find it instructive," Eleanor replied, before Mr. Fairchild's eyes. His expression did not change, but something behind his warmed. "So do I." It was not flirtation, it was recognition. Later that morning, Eleanor found herself in a small library, a narrow room lined with books of varying age and temperament. The shelves held history, travel accounts, ledgers, and a surprising number of well-thumbed novels. She reached for one at random. "Ah," came Mr. Fairchild's voice from the doorway. That one is rather honest." She turned, startled but not displeased. You've read it?" "More than once," he admitted. He refused to flatter its reader. "More than once," he admitted. "It refuses to flatter its reader." Eleanor smiled. "I dislike flattery." "As I do." They stood for a moment in companionable silence, the weight of unspoken understanding pressing gently between them. "You have not always lived here?" Eleanor said, surprising herself with the observation. Mr. Fairchild inclined his head slightly. "No." "And yet you speak of Hawthorne Vale as though it belongs to you." "It does," he replied after a pause, "in ways that matter." She did not press him. Some truths, she sensed, revealed themselves only when given space. They walked the garden that afternoon at Aunt Agatha's insistence, and under the distant supervision, the path curved through winter quiet beds and along a low stone wall overlooking the valley. Mr. Fairchild spoke of a land, of crop rotation, of tenants who had farmed the same fields for generations, and of the careful balance required to keep both soil and people from exhaustion. "You listen?" Eleanor said at one point. "I try," he answered. "No," she corrected gently. "You listen as though what you hear might change you." He stopped walking. She feared she had spoken too freely, but when he turned to her, his eyes' expressions were thoughtful rather than offended. "That," he said quietly, "is not quality often encouraged." "No," Eleanor agreed, "but it should be." Their eyes met, held just long enough to be noticed, but not long enough to be remarked upon. Later, alone in her room, Eleanor considered the day. Mr. Fairchild had spoken out of turn. Mr. Fairchild had not spoken out of turn. He had not crossed any boundaries. He had not even asked a personal question. And yet, he noticed her, not as a young woman in need of direction, not as suitable future arrangement, but as a mind quietly at work. Eleanor sat at a small writing desk and unfolded her stationery. She did not write a letter, she simply sat there, pen resting in her fingers, aware that Hawthorne Vale was doing something supple and irreversible. It was offering her the dangerous possibility of being known, and she was not realised with equal parts, fear, anticipation, entirely opposed to the idea. Let me read that again, guys. And she was not, she realised, with equal parts, fear and anticipation, entirely opposed to the idea. So there you go, guys. Eleanor is settling in at Hawthorne Vale. Join me Christmas Day, and we'll go further into this new story in chapter 4, which is entitled Tea and Other Battlegrounds. So let's see what that's all about, guys. If we can fit it in your busy schedule on Christmas Day, because I know you'll be with family, but if you get time, listen to this story or follow it at a later date, and let's see how this tale unfolds about Eleanor Whitcomb, who's being chaperoned. I think she led a sheltered life with her Aunt Agatha oppressing her. So we'll see. Let's hope she can find some romance and freedom from Aunt Agatha. There you go, guys. Now, guys, what else we got today? It's a busy day. We got Topsy Tickletown tonight, the return of Mayor Jigglywick. Now, how's that going to work? Because there's already a mayor there, Miss Penny Wigglewump. I forgot her name. Wigglewump, I think it is. So, 2 mayors in the same town. How's that going to work? We'll see tonight. So join me tonight for Topsy Tickletown, and we'll see how the 2 mayors get on together. Are they going to run the town together, or is there going to be opposition against each other? I don't know. So join me tonight for Topsy Tickletown, guys. And let me just recap on Christmas Day, guys. We're gonna have morning prayer for Christmas Day. And then we're going to have a spiritual story, The Quiet Room at the Inn. Then we're going to finalise that mini-series of What is Prayer, recap, and the Lord's Prayer in Luke chapter 11 to 2 to 4. Then we're going to have chapter 4, The Season of Polite Longing, Tea and Other Battlegrounds. Then we'll go back to Topsy Tickletown, where David Town had 2 mayors. Then another spiritual story, guys. The candle that wasn't saved. Then finally, to end the day, Christmas Day, we're going to have evening prayer and reflection for Christmas Day. So there you go, guys. Join me for all that if you can. If you can fit me in your busy schedule of Christmas Day. I'd like to be in your company on Christmas Day to share a bit of love and amusement. But anyway, guys, whatever you're doing today, you might be busy gathering last minute presents, cooking, cleaning. I know we're going to be cleaning a lot today, and hope the dogs don't get in the way. Anyway, guys, this is a time of peace and goodwill to all mankind. So enjoy, guys, and stay safe, stay blessed, and good luck with your Christmas preparations. There you go, guys. I know my lovely wife Carmen's in the kitchen there cooking about 5 different kinds of menus. So we're going to be busy today, guys. So there you go. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that story. Chapter 2, Hawthorne Vale. Chapter 3, Hawthorne Vale. The gentleman who noticed too much. And join me for Topsy Tickletown tonight, where we'll have some wacky humour from Topsy Tickle over there. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me in Poetry Corner. Take care now, and have a very lovely day, and thank you for showing interest in these stories. So there you go, guys. If you don't know what this story is about, the Season of Polite Longing go to chapter 1 and just to recap and see what it's all about. So there you go, guys. Take care now. Thank you for joining me. Bye bye.